1, 2. Hey, everybody. Abe here. We're going to get started soon. I had a lot of technical difficulties. I'm still dealing with them right now. I wasn't even sure that I could stream, but I think I'm going to. You know, when it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. Hey, everybody. I see you coming into the chat. That's very nice. I gotta get my breath. Gotta catch my breath here. Cassette Disco. Hola amigos desde México. Hola Cassette Disco. Alright, we're gonna get started in a minute or two. We're just organizing this stuff here. Oh my god, this is crazy. I hope I can pull it off. I hope I didn't embarrass myself today. Pray I don't. Simple Sam is here asking if this is acid today. It's acid. And you know what? I'm going to cut this intro video short, and I'm just going to go straight to the opening. Let's just get started. Let's get this over with. So we're back. Hey, everybody. My name's Abe Duque. I am your, Friday performer, streamer, presenter, whatever you want to call me. Welcome to our Production Basics show. Today, we are going to be doing a little bit of acid house and acid. I was talking out in the chat, and I was telling you guys that, man, I was having some serious technical difficulties to get this show started. Everything that could have gone wrong went wrong, including my computer crashing just before I was supposed to go on. And that was just the tip of the iceberg. Plenty of stuff that I want to bore you with, but hey, let's try to get this done. Thanks for coming back and visiting with me. We had a lot of fun last week. We did some techno. We did some rumbles. We just rumbled it out, did all we could with the rumbles. If you didn't watch the show, you could watch it on our on our channel, which you're watching right now. But maybe you can go and subscribe to it, and maybe hit the notification bell. That way you know when we are going on live. We go on live on Fridays and Saturdays, and sometimes on Tuesdays. Tomorrow is John Selway's show, Techno Saturdays, sometimes Electro Saturdays. Anyway, yeah, last week we did a bunch of rumbles, and then I got a lot of views on that. Got a lot of people really excited about that. That was really fun. So I'll try to bring more stuff like that. Wanted to switch it up again into something that I do a lot of in my own career and my own music, which is I wanted to bring it to some acid house. Acid house or acid or whatever. I mean, acid house is such a loose term. It's really hard to kind of know what acid house really is. Acid in itself is, I guess, music made with a TB303. TB303. Let me pull out my TB303. Yes, this is my TB303. This is what it looks like now. Some years back at the end of the 90s, I decided to get out a piece of sandpaper and some black spray paint and spray paint it black. I don't know why. I was just bored with nothing to do. And there it is. This is the original TB303, but painted out in black, kind of murdered out, if you will. So what is this thing? This thing is a machine that came out in the early 80s. The machine was meant to replace your bass player in your band. And it totally flopped. It was just not doing that. Except that, actually it went so bad that they discontinued it. It ended up in a lot of thrift shops. People just picked it up for peanuts. And some special producers picked it up and started to use it in dance music tracks because it had a mesmerizing way about it. It had this bass line that would just, put you in really in a hypnotic trance. And this style of bass line came to be known as acid. And then several producers really made it famous. For example, DJ Pierre with Future and others. I mean, there were others. You would be surprised if you Google where the TB303 was used in what productions throughout the years. You would be surprised. Let the Music Play by Shannon, for example, had the 303 in it. So many things in so many places it did it turn up. But I think in what we know in dance music, I think DJ Pierre had a lot to do with, giving us that term acid, because that first track that everybody thinks of as the first acid track was called Acid Tracks. And so therefore came the sound. So I use this one sometimes for fun, but I basically have retired it and have kind of I had it serviced and I had it set back to original standards. I had all the lights changed and I had all the stuff inside. Got it working perfectly. Actually repainted it at the same time myself. I didn't have it painted, and then I went ahead and stopped using it. The reason I stopped using it was because I bought this other thing that really kind of does it for me. And let me get my overhead going now, because I have a few things in here, and that's this guy here. This is the TT303, my favorite clone of the 303. So many clones have come out of the TB303 in the years, and the TT303 is the clone that really that really has taken my heart again, and I actually prefer it to the old one. And the reason is the sequencing in it is amazing. Maybe we'll get it going. I have it set up. I have a few things set up today so we can make some music. I have my Roland TR909. I have the TT303, and then I have this Mofo from Dave Smith. May he rest in peace. And also I have over here this Moog Minotaur that you guys have seen me use in the past, but I don't know. I was having trouble getting that synced up, so I don't know. Hold on, I'm getting a little bit of weird sound, and I think that's from my effects unit. I think it went away now. I also have some old school effect units or outboard effect units, a Lexicon outboard reverb and delay, and I have this Digitech also, and those things can be rather noisy. I mean, you heard that noise probably coming through, and that was that Lexicon just doing something. You have to jiggle it a little bit sometimes, and then it stops. Anyway, so let's get to it. So let's see if I got this right. I've got it working. I think I have Ableton working as well, and I've got it so that I can start Ableton, and my 909 and 303 and everything will start. So let's see. I got a bass drum here. Let's see if that bass drum is coming through. And just make sure that we have, yeah, I could see it on the level there. If you guys tell me if levels, because sometimes when I do these kind of hardware shows, the levels, they go all over the place, or I'm not playing something that I thought I would be playing. But today, you know, I think I've got it right. So this is a TR-909, has a nice control here for the type of tone that you might want to get on that, but let's just keep that. We were basically talking about the TT-303, and let me just bring that in. Okay, so that's a TT-303 in action. And let's take away some of that reverb. That's that Lexicon reverb unit that I was talking about. And so why do I love this guy versus all the other clones that have come out, including the ones that Roland came out with a TB3, which is a kind of a digital remake of the TB303, and the TB03 I think they had as well. But even Roland didn't get it right, because this one took it to the next level. Let me show you what I mean. So I have some patterns here. So let's say I have this pattern here. Nothing in it, right? So normally to program at 303, if anybody's ever tried to program at 303, you know how ridiculously complex it can be. A lot of the times, old producers, old asset producers would take their 303s, take out the batteries, put them on a shelf for, I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. When you put it on the shelf, the sequencer went nuts inside. And then the sequencer would create these wild, crazy, cool patterns. And that's the way that a lot of the patterns that you hear in classic acid tracks actually come out, is because not because of the programming, because the programming is super hard on the original. But this thing made the programming amazing. So let me show you how I go about programming a pattern when there is none. So I just put it in edit mode, and now all I have to do is kind of just play some notes in here. There's just a little piano roll here where I could just play some notes, and I'll just start playing. Oh, wait a second. Picked it up. That was that easy. That's it. It kind of remembered my sequence there. And now it has these buttons here to add some interesting movement to it, like accent. I think the accent is here, and this is slide, which for some reason this pattern has some slide in it already, and you can hear the sliding sounds between the notes. And then you have the up and down. So I can take these notes and decide that any individual note, when I press it, would go down or up an octave. Ready? So I've just pressed down and up in two different notes, and now I have this variation on that. Very easy to get it done. And then if I want some accents, which means special notes get to have, like, you could equate it to like what you could do with velocity, where you could make velocity happen and make it a lot louder at one time. So it just, see how those notes that I just put that on suddenly have more accent on them. And I could raise the accent with this knob here, or take it down to nothing. So then I'll be like when I didn't have the accent programmed in there. But now bring the accent back, and amazing. Simple Sam is talking about a Sox box, XOX box, also known as the Sox box. Anyway, so this is easy, real easy to program, and even when you have it there, you could like just play over it and just get more different things going on, like. And this could happen in real time during like a gig, which is amazing that you can imagine doing that. I kind of like that pattern now. And now I can tweak the filter cutoff, the resonance, and envelope modulation, and then I believe the decay on the envelope as well. 2 hands, always. This tape that I have over this knob over here is so that I don't make the mistake of taking it out of tune. So I have a tuning knob here. And this tuning knob, if I move it, it's going to just get out of key real quick. So usually you just tune this thing, and it's a good practice to put tape on there. Don't anybody make any blue tape jokes, Sam. But anyway, we got some acid going now. It was real easy to get that going. I didn't even have to try it. You wouldn't believe I would have to get a piece of paper, a pen, pull my hair out a little bit to get like the original program, because you have to step in every value and everything. You have to kind of think of what's going to happen. There's no such thing as playing in the old one. There was a sort of a play-in mode that you can get where you could kind of play in the rhythm, but most people didn't even know that existed. Let's add a little bit of the outboard effects that I have on here to the that's the lexicon. Nice. Let's try it. Let's switch out from the lexicon to the Digitech. On the Digitech, I did more of a delay thing. I like these old effects, these old outboard effects units, because they're so dirty. They have so much character. I call it dirty, but you might not sound like a positive thing if you say dirty. Simple Sam saying he's not going to make any tape jokes today. So got that pattern. I could be like, okay, that's a cool pattern. When you see these that are kind of lit up a little bit here, these are patterns that I've already recorded. So I could switch to them, and all this can happen in real time. So playing live with this thing is amazing, because you could just program it and play and switch between different patterns live. That's a kind of classic sounding one. There's 2 waveforms on there. There's a saw and that's a saw now, and a square wave. I'll switch them between them again. Yeah, Rob Lloyd is saying even that reverb was fire. Let's switch to that reverb. Okay, let's take off the delay, and okay, that's the lexicon reverb, and that was only on one side. I had muted the other side. Okay, cool. Yeah, that reverb is fire. Lexicon reverb ruled, especially in the 90s. All right, let's see what else I have in here. Nice. What else I have in here? And nice polyrhythmic, or just not adhering to 4/4 or a quarter note, or not a quarter note, but a bar. Let's see. Let's go to one that isn't anything in, and let's do something really amazing, which is what I mean. This gets me going so much. I am, if you guys know, and you can hear the little fuzzy rattling of the lexicon going on right there. I'm just leave it there. It'd be like a fireplace sort of thing. So if you know, stop this for a second. I'm a big fan of random functions. I love being able to tap into chaos. Chaos for me is my friend. And one of the things that this allows is cool access to that. By just let's just play a pattern that nothing's in, and then I could hold down the function and then generate. And I just generated a random pattern. And I just kind of keep on hitting generate until I find something that I love. Generate. And you could be here all day. You could just fill this thing up with. You heard that thing kind of swung weirdly before. It has swing as well, so you could generate random patterns with swing in it. I like that. So what do we like? Do we like the reverb? So Mike Renoff is a little bit kind of telling me that TB303 is, the TB3 has salvageable sort of features and qualities to it. And you know what? I don't have a TB3 right now, so I'm not gonna hate on it so much. I haven't played with it enough. So yes, let's take Mike's word for it. The TB3 is worth it. Any of these is worth it. Once you get to playing with the modulation, and the modulation is the key, you know. And you could do this kind of crazy modulation with it. Wow, that's just. Now, it has another kind of chaos function where if I have a pattern I like, let's say I just want to alter it a little bit. Instead, I could mutate the pattern, meaning I could have it create a slight variation on it, kind of staying to like the same notes, but you'll see. Here we go. Instead of generating, I'm mutating now. So that was very slight. Let's try again. See, that's slight. Keep it going. Again. Again. Let's bring it down, maybe more like a bass line. An actual bass line than a squelchy acid sort of thing. Hey, if you guys like what you're seeing, maybe you can give me a like. I always like to show off with the amount of likes that I get on this. And subscribe to the channel, and also visit our website. See some class schedules, 343labs.com. We have a lot of classes starting all the time. We have a big summer program happening. Kind of like that one. I'm going to do one more chance and mutate it again. Sorry, let's go back to the one that we wrote before. Well, that was kind of working. Yeah, so Mike says that mutate is awesome. Would be great for keeping an improvised set flowing. Yeah, totally. You can copy, if you don't want to lose it, you can copy the pattern to another pattern, an empty pattern, and then mutate that one. And you can do that all on the fly, which is great. Let's switch that again. Let's go to from the reverb to the delay. And the gear's over there. I would be tweaking it, but I can't reach it. All right, let's write some more stuff with the 909. So we just been playing a kick drum from 909. I have more possibilities that we can do here. So I have it in step sequence mode already, but I want to step it from, let's see, let me stop it for a second so I could switch it from external instrument mode to the regular step setup. So now I can select a number of instruments. I have bass drum, snare drum, low tom, mid tom, high tom, rim shot, clap, closed and open hi-hat, crash, and ride. So let's put it in not step mode. Let's put it in tap mode. So you can, in step mode, you can just let's do a little step mode since we started there, and then I'll go to tap mode. Show you what it does. So I am now in step mode. I will select instrument select. Let's say a clap, and now you see the light going across here. That's gonna play whatever note I select to play. So let's say I selected to play on the 1 and this one. Okay, let's move to 5 and 13. And the clap is down. There we go. For some reason, it's only on one side. Maybe it's just the cable here. Hold on, let me look at the cable. Maybe I put it in the wrong place. So a little jiggling works. Magic. Let's restart it. See, it's falling off. So I have this clap there. I can't do much to the clap. The clap is just what it is. It is what it is, but it's a perfect clap. It's a very famous TR-909 clap. Switch back out to the reverb. Okay, so got the clap. Let's instead of step sequencing, let's tap sequence in the hi-hats. So I have close and open, and in order to play close, I play number 13, and in order to play open, I play 13 and 14 together, but I have to switch it to tap mode. And I have to bring up the hi-hats so that we could hear. So it seems to be there's some hi-hat programming on there already. Let me switch it back to step mode and see if I can find it and take it off. So there they are. Get rid of that. So no hi-hat now. So we go back to tap mode. And let's just play in some fun stuff. Ready? Okay, my 909 went snafooing on me. Hold on, I gotta put it back in the right mode. I think it has a kind of a short in it, I think. Let me slow this down, turn this off, and put it back so that I can play the right pattern. So put it in tap mode. Let's see if it starts. Here we go. Oh, it doesn't like that at all. Let's try that one more time. So again, pattern mode, right pattern, shift to tap mode. Okay, that's all as far as I had gotten, but let's try to write some more parts here. And once again, I lost the other side, so I'm just gonna take a mono output of that. Put that kick drum back in there. Maybe I don't like some of that, so I'm gonna hold down clear. Maybe I'll play it again. pretty cool. So I have a decay on both the closed and open. And somehow something's going on with this thing. Shake it like a shaking baby. Sorry, didn't mean that. But see if that fixes the kind of short that I have in it. I might just have to step in everything because tapping it is giving me a little trouble. So let's go tap mode. Turn it on. Put it in the right mode here. And then let's get it to start. Oh, I gotta make sure that. So what I'm doing when I press this, hold down the shift over there and press this button here, is that to put it in the right MIDI mode. So I have to get it to like receive external MIDI, and there it is. So where's the hi-hat? Oh, that'll work. Let's get some other parts in there real quick. Let's switch to step mode though, and instrument select the rim shot and put some rims in there. Okay, that's nice. Let's add a little bit of that reverb to the 909 just to wetten it up a little bit so it's not very dry. And we have a snare. I'm going to try again to maybe tap in the snare, because I like to play my snares in. I just played that in, but the volume was low. Tweaking the snare here. If I didn't like it, I could hold down clear, hold on the snare button again, and it'll get rid of it. Now I could play again. I lost it again. All right, let's try this again. Back again. Right pattern. I'm getting fast at doing this now. Yeah. I gotta have my 909 looked at. Okay, let's go back to the different patterns, see what we got. I kind of like that one. I'm going to stick with that one. So let's see if we can start recording this into my DAW. What do you say? Let's get Ableton up here. But I'm going to need you guys to be able to see the this guy. Hold on, let me turn this guy on. There we go. So let me zoom in, get it correct here. We'll put it, I don't know, we'll put it somewhere like over here somewhere, so we can see what's playing while we record them in. Okay, so let's see. Let's get a track configured for. Let's see. Get that preferences set up. The input here, and that of course throws off the MIDI. Let's go back. Okay, let's shut off the 909 percussion, and let's just keep the kick drum going. And right now we'll set up so that only we'll get the input 3 and 4. So we'll go to 3, and we'll make it so that 3 can only come through from the 303. Yeah, it's pretty loud there. So I'm gonna lower input 3. And as you can see, the input is feeling that. And I'm gonna just grab me a pattern. Okay, start again and record. Just the reason I start and stop it so the sync is tight, because these old machines, they get off pretty easy. So I'm recording there, the 303. not being recorded with the reverb. I have the reverb kind of not in the recording. I wonder if I should just grab it with the reverb. Maybe I'll do a pass with it and a pass without it. Let's tweak it a little bit, because you want to be able to grab different modulated parts of this, even if you don't. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so now that I've gotten a good amount of dry, I'm gonna grab a good amount on another clip here, and I'm gonna turn on the so that the reverb comes in. So that should make it so it records the reverb. So let's just record that again. Okay, so it should be recording. This second take should be recording with the reverb on it. I could even play the percussion right now. It won't get in the recording. It might make me feel good to like keep going with this. Get the percussion in there involved. Let's see if I can, in real time, sort of. I'm gonna try to clear the hats. I'm not recording any of that. I'm just recording right now the 303. But I'm bring down the clap, and I'm gonna write a very simple hi-hat part. Oh, just that little simple acid line. Okay, that acid's still in there, so let's just confirm now that part. I'm gonna stop this is the recording, and it recorded with the reverb in it. In the meantime, let me redo this one over here. Good. So we caught the recording with the reverb blended in, and then we also have a recording of that 303 line with just dry. So then I could add my own effects to it from my DAW. I see how clean that sounded. This thing sounds so clean compared to this. It's just dirty. Let's just put it over here where it's going. Let's make that a little louder. You hear the kind of hissing that the machine gives you. Cool. More output on that. Okay, so let's record some other parts with the 808. Let's see if the 808 not 808, the 909. It's back, but it's playing the wrong pattern. Let's see if I can get it to play the right pattern. There it is. Take down that rim. And I was going to try to record. Stop it and put it in step record mode instead. And instrument select the closed hi-hat. And then just get me a... It's good to have that. Start with that. Get another track. Set it up to record on 3. The thing is it on 3 or on 4? I need to make it so this comes out on 3 and take the 303 away from that. And I I think we are good to go to record on this channel now. There we go. And it's recording pretty tightly too. All I want is just to get a couple of parts here on this recorded so that I can use them later. So I got enough of that. Now I'll switch it up to something else. Let's switch to tap mode. I'll get that. Okay, got that. And let's just do some of those claps that were in there before. Get those claps in there. Got the claps in there. And am I still recording with the reverb? I probably am still recording with reverb, but let's see. And I did have a snare that I wrote earlier. Kind of quiet, so I'm gonna get a little louder. All these parts are a little quiet, but that's okay, I could bring it up. If you have a good recording environment and a good audio interface, the resolution in digital audio is so good that you don't have to really worry about it. So I got that going. So let's see if I can just set up now. I'm gonna turn off the 909. Oh, let's grab the kick drum as well. So let's get that 909 kick drum in there. So we have a true 909 setup, true analog recording setup here going on. Okay, so let's get the input, the correct input here. Just do 3, make it a mono recording, and record that kick drum just the way it is. I put a little extra gain on the mixer, so it has a little gnarliness, a little drive from the mixer, just to give it a little pump, not much. Okay, so that's in there. So now let's see, I can just stop playing it from here, so I'll bring it down from here. And let's see if I can play that from there. And let's get some of these other parts in there. I need some more tracks here to get that going. Okay, that's quiet, so I'm going to bring that up. Put that in there and call it hi-hat real quick. Or hat is good enough. That's the other hi-hat. Let's put that in there so we can switch between those two, but I gotta make that louder though. And then the clap will be in here. We'll call that, we're gonna rename this, call that clap. Remember, we're making acid house. Should have that house feeling to it, that old school recorded analog house feeling to it. And there's a snare. We'll leave that in that channel because that's I don't need to have another channel for that. Oh, I'm gonna put that here. Snare. And that's good. Okay, we got a foundation going. Okay. So we could call this one 303. So I wanted to do something special now with this Dave Smith Mofo. I wanted to program it using, sequence it using the 909. And there was a special mode in the 909 that allowed you to do that. And so let me see if this thing will cooperate now. This is having all that trouble. Let's just put it in the right mode here. Get the right sync mode. and you can hear the fuzzy kind of fireplace sounds of my reverb, Lexicon reverb. Hold on, let me move that. Okay, that made it a little worse, but for a moment. But you get where it's coming from now. I'm just going to let it be. Okay, so we were trying to set this up in external instrument mode. So there's a mode called external instrument mode on it that we can get going. And let's play that. So I'm just going to take the kick drum out of there for a second. See if I can get it going from in here again. Okay, come on. Get in beat. Here we go. Okay, so the kick drum is there, so that means that this is working. But now I want to write in some parts for this Mofo. And I seem to be in the right mode here, external mode. I got it in tap mode. So the way this works, if it's going to work, the way it works is the following. The notes, there's 16 notes here that are represented. These are ways to input drum sounds in, but there are also ways to input where the drum sound should go. But in external instrument mode, what you get is 16 notes that you can play out of MIDI channel 11, I believe, and go into an outside unit. And I was going to do the Moog Minotaur first, but it was giving me problems. So I then, at the last minute, grabbed the Dave Smith Mofo. And what I'm going to do is just going to play in some notes kind of randomly and see if it works out for us. Hopefully this works. So, and I need a sound, so let me dial in the sound. I'll dial in the sound after, I think. Let me see, make sure the Mofo is on. And yeah, let's go with it. I think it's already going. It's already going. So I'm going to erase the part that's in there now by holding down clear and just holding down these notes. As it passes through the part in the sequence, it erases it by holding down clear. So I'm gonna mute the 303 for a second. And actually I'm just gonna mute everything here except for the kick drum, just to kind of play out some parts in here. And I'm gonna just do it randomly. Every one of these is a different note. Here we go. That was pretty cool. I just got lucky with that one. I could tweak it here. There we go. Why don't I record that immediately? Just get it in there immediately. Might as well, right? Take off the reverb. I'll record it without reverb, but I'll put it on right now, just to give us some flavor. And set this channel up for recording. This will be channel 3, I guess. We're recording in mono mostly. There it is. And I'm just gonna take what they say the first cut is the deepest. That was definitely the first thing that so I'm just gonna get recording with that and tweaking it. Rob Lloyd says, I know this is an acid house demo, but not and not electro, but keep one of those triplet hi-hats and break over the 303 baseline. Yeah, I know, we could do that. I mean, there are no rules. But I think tomorrow John has a electro show. Let's play with the decay, see how that works. Open the filter, shorten the decay, lengthen the decay, close the filter. I am recording it. It is recording right now. And some of these parts will be better than others, but okay. Somehow it went out of control, but I think I got a good amount of good stuff there. Let's see if I can't find another sound. I had a list of sounds that I thought might be cool to like go through. Let's see. I had like there's so many sounds in this thing. Let's see. Okay, that's too aggressive. Let's try another one. Oh yeah, that's dope. I'm gonna put the delay on that. That's gonna work with the delay. Watch. Oh yeah, that's nice. Immediately record it in. Remember, we're programming with the 909 as a sequencer. I'm just gonna grab that. Let me try tweaking it now. Closing a little bit of the filter. This is the filter cutoff and resonance as the attack and decay. I'm gonna open the decay. Oh, that's dope. Close the cutoff a little more. Oh yeah, I'm feeling this. I'm glad I'm recording this. I'm gonna close it off a little bit. Oh, nice. It's a nice little bouncy place. I'm gonna open the cutoff. Real nice. Play with two hands. I always tell my students when they're working with gear, use two hands. There's no reason not to use two hands. Wow. That morphed into something pretty fabulous. I'm gonna close the cutoff. What's this 303 doing? I don't want to record that. I'm gonna get this recording and just keep it. Cool. Let's try another sound. Let's try this sound. But let's erase that part. Let's just get rid of that part. Let's clear it by holding down the notes. Again, I'm holding down clear, and as it passes through the part in the as it passes by that note that's programmed in the sequence, it gets erased. So here we go. Once again, random. Not bad. Let's switch from reverb to, we had delay to reverb, to the lexicon reverb. That's nice. Just record. Why not? And tweak. What's with the decay? Remember, you could chop this up and just get parts that you like from it. And on the fly, I'm going to change the pattern. Oh, I My machine died again. Okay, we remember this 909 has got a little short in it. When you hit it a little too hard, is it maybe the cable? I don't know. Regardless, it's been doing that all day. It's a new behavior for it. But let's get it ready to record again, just in case we're gonna do it again. So external, step mode, no, tap mode, external instrument, and let's make sure we're in the right one. And that should have let it play. Oh, there we go. So let's clear that part again. Just be gentle when we touch it. I'm putting my whole arm over all the parts here, making sure that I'm catching every note. I don't know where. Yeah, I got them all now. So let's try another sound. That sound maybe, and a couple of notes. You can't do any wrong with this. This is amazing. Can't do any wrong. Let's try a little bit of reverb. Delay. And I like this kind of part of the analog into the DAW workflow. This is what you get to jam and just capture a bunch of stuff. Anyway, you're watching 343 TV. This is Production Basics. My name is Abe Duque. I'm here every Friday at 1 p.m. I am also an instructor at 343 Labs. We have a schools in New York, Berlin, and online, and we have classes starting all the time. Please visit our website at 343labs.com and have a look. Maybe you can join us in a class, whether it be in the classroom or online. We'd be happy. Myself and all the other instructors would be happy to take you on as a student. We teach all this stuff, from gear to, sound design, mixing and mastering, composition, Ableton, Logic, whatever you might need. And we have another program called 343 Studio, which is kind of the dojo for music producers, where you can subscribe. It's a subscription-based program. We have lots of master classes, feedback sessions, collaboration sessions. We have a new thing that we're working on called the Actual Dojo, which is I'm going to run. It's basically you come in and we make you better. We pump you up. Anyway, I think we ran out of time, or we're running out of time. We just have about a couple of more minutes left in here. Just want to get this recording done here. I'm going to switch out to try to look for another sound real quick. Maybe play you guys out with another interesting sound. Whoa, that's interesting. Why not? I'll record that in. That could be... I hope it's recording. It's just kind of quiet. I think it's recording. It's just so quiet. I wonder why. Did I lower it by mistake? Let me switch back. Let's try that again. Let's switch back to the sound. I'll get it from the beginning. Maybe it dies off. I go back on it. Ready now. I think it dies off as it plays and then never really comes back. And I'm going to open up the cutoff while it's doing that. So I got a good maybe 8 bars out of that, which I can loop. And we'll see. We'll see what we do with that. Let's try another part. Just another sound quickly. I'm just randomly going through the sounds here. And let me write another pattern again. Just over it till it stops playing, and then play it in. That was cool. I just love how these things just deliver. Let's record that one and try another sound real quick. Just keep that and then move on to another sound. Take that and then I'll play you out with that one while I'm recording that one. Play with the cutoff on this filter here. Bring it back. When I play with the resonance. Will I regret it? Doesn't sound like it. That's pretty fat. So we'll take all these sounds. Oh, the attack. Maybe decay. Okay, I lost it there, but I got plenty to work with. So what we'll do is we'll take these sounds and we'll save this. Let me just remember to save it now. And we'll go ahead and pick this up next week and see what we do. Maybe we add more analog parts to it. Maybe we start arranging it. Maybe we add some VSTs, some VST instruments to it. Why not? I love those too. Anyway, that's our show for today. I'm so sorry that it has to be over because I had really a lot of fun. Hold on, let me just call this Acid House. Acid House. Did I spell that right? Hozu House. Stream. And I'll save it in my downloads. That way I know where to find it. Okay, so yeah, we'll call that Acid House, and then we'll pick it up next week, and we'll continue this magical fun time that I had with you guys. Hope I can recapture the moment. You know, for a show where I thought I was surely going to have to cancel because of all the technical issues that I had before, it actually went so well. It proves that you should always push forward regardless of how things seem to be going. Because in my darkest hour, I really believed I'm going to have to cancel the show today. But because it was all that stuff just started happening like 10 minutes before I should go on, all the bad stuff. But anyway, if you like what you saw today, please hit the like button. Give me a reason to continue. Tell me you like me. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week. Until then, come and check out our website, 343labs.com. Goodbye.